Hi everyone, it's Casey Williams. Well, it's a really nice day out in Indiana finally. The weather's starting to turn just a little bit. And we have a really cool vehicle for you today. It's a vehicle, in fact, that we've been trying to get for a little while, and finally it arrived. It's the 2020 Jeep Gladiator pickup truck. Let's go have a look at it. Well, from the front, the Gladiator is virtually indistinguishable from the Wrangler Unlimited. But when you come around to the side, you start to see that's a very different vehicle. Get a little bit longer wheelbase, and you get the bed on the back. But it's still a very traditional Jeep in the way it looks and the way it sits. 17-inch alloy wheels with the off-road tires. This is the sport model, so we don't have the step bar. And actually, I'm pretty okay with that, because the step bar just kind of gets in your way. You can't really use it to get into the vehicle anyway. It just gets your pants dirty. So I'm kind of glad that's just kind of clean and left alone. But basically being a Wrangler pickup truck, this one has the Freedom top. So it's got twin panels here over the front passengers that can come off, store in the back. You can take the entire top off if you use the wrenches. It's not an easy affair to do, but you can take the entire top off. The doors come off. You can put the front windshield down if you really want to do that. So it's got all those nice Jeep features that you've liked over all the years. But again, it's really from here back that this vehicle gets very different. Pretty roomy bed. You're not going to do a lot of serious hauling with this truck, although it's got the engine and the chassis and capable of doing some serious hauling. But it's a little bit smaller bed on the inside. But you look inside, spray and bed liners there. I think that's really nice. It's got lights here on the sides. It has a household power plug over there. And we rolled the tonneau back, but it's very easy to get done. There's just two latches here, and then the whole thing just rolls straight back. So very easy to get in there. Step here as well. It's a little high to get inside of it, but once you get the tailgate down, quite a bit of space in here. Well, the view forward from inside the Gladiator is exactly the same as the Wrangler. You get a nice wide dashboard. Once you climb up inside of here, it's pretty roomy. 4 passengers fit very comfortably. Enough space in the back seat to get 2 to 3 people back there fairly comfortably. You look out, you see the hood, you see the pretty flat windshield, and it all works really nice. But some things that they've done in this model, I'll point out that I think just a little bit silly. So this is the sport model, which means it's the entry-level model. You can get the Sahara, which we had recently in the Wrangler Unlimited, had the Sahara with the diesel, or you can get the Rubicon. So in the sport model, this is a smaller touchscreen. It's a 7-inch touchscreen here, which I think is just ridiculous. And when you hear the price tag in a few minutes, you're really going to think that's ridiculous. But it works well. I think Chrysler has the best touchscreens in the business, and this one works the same, although it's just a little bit smaller. But the radio icon here, media, connect all your devices, climate control. This has heated seats in the front, heated steering wheel, which I really appreciate. The weather's been a little bit chilly. Phone connections, all that's right here. Very easy to understand. And then down below are redundant buttons for climate control and audio. Volume, proper volume knob, tuning knob, fan speeds are all here. This has auto stop start. There's a button for that to turn that off. I love doing that. Power windows. Here's your media hub, USB ports, auxiliary jack. It's all there. Power on this side of it. Nice deep consoles. I think are great. Cup holders are great. These are the tools for getting the top off. As you can see, you need quite a set of tools. So it's just getting the Freedom panels out. They unclip and they come out. That takes about 5 minutes or so. To get the top off, you're going to need a couple of people and probably a soda in the process of all that. But you can't get the top off if you want it off. But the rest of it I like a lot. Nice thick leather wrapped steering wheel. I like that you can reconfigure the center instrument cluster. I like to set it up with the digital speedometer, really nice and clear. And quite a bit of safety gear, more than you might expect on a Jeep. It's got adaptive cruise control, automatically keeps a safe distance from cars ahead of you. It's got forward collision warning with braking on it. It's also got blind spot warning, rear cross path detection. So a pretty full suite of safety gear as well. But overall, you're in a Jeep, it feels like you're riding in a Jeep, and it feels like you can hose it out and go have some adventure. And I think that's what this truck's really about. Well, under the hood of our Gladiator is the 3.6-liter V6. Delivers 285 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque. It's got an 8-speed automatic transmission, and fuel economy is rated 17 miles per gallon in the city, 22 highway. For, it's a pretty large square vehicle. Can you shove through the wind? That's actually not all that bad. We've had the Wrangler Unlimited recently with the diesel engine. You can get the diesel in the Gladiator, and I would prefer that. You're going to start getting fuel economy closer to 30 miles per gallon, high 20s. With that diesel in a truck like this. So I think that's probably the way you want to go. But, it's about a $4,000 option. You have to keep that in mind. But driving the truck, I got it, like I said, I've spent a lot of time in the Wranglers, a lot of time in this generation of Wrangler. And so to get the Gladiator pickup truck, I kind of had an idea of what it was going to be, but it wasn't quite exactly what I expected. I expected with a longer wheelbase, I thought it'd ride a little smoother. It really doesn't. And I haven't quite figured out if it's the suspension calibration or if it's not having so much weight over the back of it or what exactly it is. But it's not overly harsh. But you realize you're riding in a Jeep. It rides a little bouncy, a little rough, and feels like it's as capable as it is off-road. So that's just something I kind of keep in mind if this is what you want. And I think, if you look at some of the ratings and look at some other reviews of this vehicle compared to, GM, Ford, Nissan, some of the others out there, you've seen this gets a little bit lower ratings. I think that's part of it. I think those trucks are just a little bit smoother in everyday use. But, this isn't a normal truck. This is a truck you take the top off, you take the family, and you enjoy it. And it's got enough towing capability, it's got enough hauling capability that you can do that what you need to with it. Beyond that, what I really like about this truck is everything's just laid out well. It's simple, it's easy, it's typical Jeep. Nice thick leather wrapped steering wheel. Controls are easy to understand. There's no drama there at all. And what I really like too is the interior is big enough you can get all the people in it you want and take a pretty long drive inside of it. I like that you can see out of it. It's easy to maneuver. I noticed a lot this week too. I live in the city, tight, narrow city streets, and this truck it's a long truck. It's almost as long as like a Ram 1500 pickup truck is, but it's a lot narrower. So you're trying to get down city streets and you're trying to maneuver it and park it. It's actually very easy to do that inside the city. So overall, pretty decent truck to drive as long as you understand that it's a Jeep, it's capable, and it's going to ride like it's a Jeep and capable. Well, Jeep fans have been asking for a vehicle like the Gladiator for a very long time. And whether you think that it's been worth the wait or not worth the wait depends on what you want to do with this truck. There's some compromises in ride and handling. It is a truck that's designed for some pretty extreme off-road riding. So if you're really looking for a truck to just do hauling and towing on a daily basis, there might be some other trucks out there that you prefer. Although the Gladiator is quite capable of towing and hauling some things if you want to. What this truck's really about to me is taking the top off in the summer, just enjoying driving around, having the capability of putting some mulch in the back if you need to, or putting a couple bicycles back there, or motorbike, whatever you want. But having a truck that is capable, it's really maneuverable. If you live in the city and you're trying to get down tight city streets, the truck's really capable of doing that. It's relatively narrow for a truck as big as what this is. So it just really, to me, just depends on what you want to do with it. I'd even like it even better. The V6 is fine. I'd like it better with the diesel if it had the diesel. It's a $4,000 option, so that's kind of part of the deal too. But overall, a really nice truck. And I think most Jeep fans, this is going to be exactly what they're looking for. So let's talk about price. Well, the Gladiator starts about $33,500. This one, as equipped, $50,540. So remember earlier when I was talking about downsizing the touchscreen? It's kind of ridiculous. But the rest of the truck's been really nice. Next week, we'll have another fun vehicle. Until then, storm forward.